Hello guys, today we are going to start with Python language. So let us start with definition of Python language and understand what exactly is Python. So Python is a programming language just like another programming language like C, C++, Java, Scala and many more, SQL and many more. So in this particular programming language, you will find that it is very simple and very easily it provides lot much readability and other things with respect to that. And as we already discussed about the features of Python language, the features which are simplicity, readability, interpreted language, very interactive, dynamically typed, extensive standard library, cross-platform language, and object-oriented programming language, high-level data structure, extensions, and lot many other things which are possible with the help of Python programming language. So overall, Python is very rich programming language which helps you to perform variety of tasks. And as Python is an open source programming language, you can perform any kind of task, any commercial task with the help of that without spending a single penny over it. So Python gives you liberty to do such type of development and you can prepare applications and softwares with the help of that. Python comes with a very rich collection of libraries which helps you to develop or to make lot many things like you can do machine learning algorithms with the help of these libraries. You can do AI development. You can do deep learning analysis and other things with respect to that. So you can do lot many things with the help of these libraries, and these libraries are very rich collection of libraries. Nearly zero point 0.5 million libraries are available right now. So and they are keep on increasing day by day. So people they keep on doing research works and they keep on adding those research works in the form of library in the library collection. So you will find lot many things with Python programming language. Python is growing technology, so it is still lot many new features are supposed to come in this programming part. Now, when we talk about Python, we have very first thing which is called as variable. Variable is a storage of memory where you store the information. So for example, right here I have right here I'm using one variable. So this particular variable it is like where 1 equals to 10. So where 1 equals to 10, it means what is happening right here is this variable is comprised of value. This variable 1 is comprised of value 10 and it is carrying that value. So this where 1 is name of my memory space. This is name of my memory space and now I'm just simply printing this particular thing. And when I'm checking the type of this particular when I'm checking the type of this particular variable, so what will happen? So I say type, I say print type where underscore one, where underscore one, and when I print it, it gives me result as integer. It gives me result as integer. So right here, my variable where one, it is carrying one value 10. Name of my variable is where1. So my memory space will be named with where1 and its value is 10. And the type of that particular value is integer. Now in the same way, I can use where1 as name, like any name. I will say Yan. Okay, this is name of the person. I print where one and I print type. I print type. So it will give me following results. So name is Yan, and its type is string. Now understand this thing. My variable name is same. My variable name is same. So I am utilizing the same memory space which I was using earlier. I am using the same memory space which I was using earlier. So there is one more feature which is called as dynamically typed. Dynamically typed. So Python is a dynamically typed language. Okay, so let us understand both the things together. Let us understand what is variable and what is dynamically typed together. So very first thing is variable, which is called as memory space, named memory space, where you can save any kind of data. Okay, you can save any kind of data, and later we will see what is dynamically typed variable or what is dynamically typed language. Okay, so these are the two things which are important. Now Python says that my variable name cannot be my Python says that my variable name cannot be cannot start with any number. So if I say where one underscore where and I assign a value killer, okay, and I run this one, so it will say that invalid decimal literal. Okay, invalid decimal literal. It is not identifying it as a variable. It is not identifying it as a variable. Same thing if I say, suppose I'm giving some wild character. Okay, suppose I say dollar where equals to Timin, Timmy. Okay, so this is the name. Okay, this is the name. Now I'm trying to use as a variable. But what it is saying? Invalid syntax. It is saying invalid syntax. So make it very clear that my variable name cannot start with any integer or cannot start with any special character other than underscore. My variable name cannot start with any integer or it cannot be start with any wild character other than underscore. So underscore is reserved for that. Underscore is totally reserved for that. You can have single underscore. You can have double underscore. Okay, so you can utilize underscore before or after. Right now, we are talking only about everything with respect to the prefix. We are not talking about postfix. Postfix, everything is allowed. So right now, understand this thing. Prefix, we are talking about. So my variable name cannot start with numeric number with any number with any number. It cannot start with any wild character other than underscore. And if you are using underscore, it can be single underscore, it can be double underscore, and so on. So that is what is permitted in case of variable. Second important thing right here is, so second important thing right here is that you cannot use keywords for variable. Okay, you should not use keywords for variable. So for example, false. or for example none, or for example true. So you should not use any one of these for your variable. So I say true is equal to Shiva. Okay, I say true is equal to Shiva, and I run this one. Okay, so what it is saying, cannot assign to true. Okay, now in the same way, if I say lambda, if I say lambda, if I say lambda, so what will happen? Like for example, I assign one number to it, so it will it will say invalid. It will say invalid syntax. It will say invalid syntax. Now, right here, remember this thing that you should not use any keywords for your variables. You should not use any keywords for your variables. So I have listed out all the keywords together. So you should not use any keywords for your. Now, in the same way, your reserve words, your function's name, and all other things you should not use for your variable name. Now, understand this thing. If you are using any variable name right there, then what will happen? It will spoil your it will spoil your code. Okay, it will spoil your code, and it will be very difficult to rectify such type of code if you are using something like that. So make it sure that you are using it in a proper way, in a mature coding. You should do. You should not try to use these keywords or anything in that. Now, next important thing. Now the next important thing is data type. So let us understand data type in detail. So very first thing right here is to understand that you have basically, I say like Python data type. Okay, so it will make your this one comfortable. So very first thing is it is your simple data type. So very first one is your simple data type, or you can call it basic data type. And second one is data structure data type. Now, in your simple or basic data type, what you have is first one is numeric. First one is numeric. Second one is Boolean. And third one is string. Third one is string. Okay. And in numeric data type, you have first one as integer. Second one is your float. And third one is your complex data type. So we will understand each and every one of these in detail with lot many examples and with lot many other respective functions and inbuilt functions and everything with respect to that. Next one is data structure data type. First one is list. Second one is tuple. Third one is set. Third one is set. And fourth one is dictionary. Okay. So again, they are part of data structure data type. So their nature of work is little bit different. Okay. Their nature of work is little bit different. So everything like right here, you can see that I am keeping everything in the form of comment, and wherever the definitions are required, I will keep on putting different definitions and everything with respect to that. So you can find examples as well as everything with which is required for your understanding as concern. Now, very first thing which we should start with, that is called as integer. So I will say int1. Int1 is my variable and value is 12. Value is 12. So I will print this one. I will say int1 and then I will say print type. Okay, print type int1. So what exactly will happen right here is it will assign this value 12 to int1 and it will give this particular stuff to it will print int1 and it will give me type of that. So very first thing is it is giving me value as 12 and second one is it is identifying it as integer. It is identifying it as a integer. Now I am taking another variable int2. I am assigning value -12 and then I am printing this one int2 and then print type int2. So again, it is identifying it as -12 and its data type is 12. Its data type is integer. Now guys, definition is very clear. Any positive or negative whole number is called as integer. Any positive or negative whole number is called as integer. So I will say any positive or negative whole number is called as integer. Okay, so this is a simple one line definition for integer. Now next one. What is the next one? So next one is float. So I will say FLT1 equals to 3.1414. Okay, value of pi. And then I will say print FLT1. I will say print FLT1 and then I will say print type FLT1 and then I will run this one. Now what will happen now? What will happen right here is it will give me value as 3.141 and then I am getting this as output. Now second one, FLT2. Now what is FLT2? I will say minus 3.1414. Then I will say print. Then I will say print FLT1, sorry, FLT2 and then next one is print type FLT2. Print type FLT2. So negative value is there. So definition will be, so my simple definition will be any positive or negative whole number with fractional value is called as float number. So anything with whole number with its fractional value, okay, its fractional value, whole number and okay, I will say whole number and fractional value together is, I will say together is called as, so whole number and fractional number together. Okay, so whole number with fractional number is called as this particular stuff, that is your float. You can identify float right like that. Now there is something called as complex. there is something called as complex. So complex is again, go back to your school days where we learned imaginary number. So it is the same thing. What you are doing right here is, you are identifying combination of whole number. So suppose I say 12 plus 13, or I will say 3j. So this particular 3j is imaginary one and 12 is the real one. So overall, it is called as complex number. So I will say print complex 1, then I say print type complex 1. So resultant is complex and number is 12 plus 3j. 12 plus 3j. Now I take another complex number. So complex 2 equals to minus 12 minus 3j. Okay, again I use print statement, or I use print function. Let us start calling it print function because it will be helpful for future. So we will use print function, then we are using type function. And we are printing complex 2. So again, it is identified as complex 1. It is identified as complex 1. So what will be the definition? Any number with real and imaginary any number with the with real and imaginary numbers is called as complex number. Any positive or negative number with real and imaginary number is called as complex number. So this will be my definition. I will elaborate this definition in future and we will talk about it. But right now, it is the basic stuff which we should understand about it. Now, next one is, which is again very important thing, is your Boolean number. So what is Boolean? Okay, Boolean is anything true or false is called as Boolean. So I say bool1 equals to true. In Python, there are only 3 keywords which starts with capital. In Python, there are only 3 keywords which starts with capital. One is true, one is false, and third is none. Other than that, everything in Python is in small case. In Python, I repeat, in Python language, there are only 3 keywords which are considered to be in which starts with capital letter. They are true, false, and none. Other than all keywords and everything in Python is in small case. So remember this thing, it is very important. So true in capital T is Boolean, but if you make it small t, then it becomes string. Okay, it becomes string. So always remember this thing. So true. Now I say print bool1. I'm using print function, and using print function and type function, I say bool1, and then I run this one. So output is Boolean. In the same way, if I say bool2 equals to false, so print print function bool2, and then you have print type bool2. Then you run it, result is false, and its type is boolean. Okay, so anything true and false is considered to be a boolean number. So any I will say anything which is either true or false is called as boolean. Now guys, understand this thing. Okay, understand one thing which is helpful for your future point of view. Anything which is true and false is boolean. The numeric value of true is 1 and the numeric value of false is 0. Numeric value of true is 1 and numeric value of false is 0. So many times you will find that people are counting boolean as a numeric data type. People count boolean as a numeric data type. So don't get confused with that. It is absolutely okay. It is absolutely okay. Now the third type is string. So str1 equals to Ram Ramdas Shamdas Sharma. So this is my string. This is my string. So I will say print str1 and then I will say print type function and str1. Now guys, this Ramdas Shamdas Sharma is identified as a string. Now there are multiple ways of writing the same string in case of Python. In Python, you can write it in this particular form. You can use double quotes in place of single quotes. You can use triple single quotes. You can use triple double quotes. You can use triple double quotes. So Python provides you facility to do this particular thing. And the reason behind it is something which is very genuine one, which is very practical one. Okay. So I'm saying str2 equals to I don't know his name. I don't know his name. Sorry. Okay. Now, what will happen if I will use single quotes in this case? What will happen if I will use single quotes in this case? So, in this particular case, if I use single quotes, this will return error. This will return error. So, it is saying that now when you are trying to fix this one, you can do one thing, that is you can use double quotes outside. You can use you can use double quotes outside, and you can use this I don't know his name. Now, second thing, you have something like str3, my name is, and I'm saying Pritam Singh. My name is Pritam Singh. Now, in this particular case, I cannot use double quotes outside. So what I will do is I will make life simple. I will simply use single quotes for that. I will use single quotes for that. str3. Now, I have something special now. Let's see, you have a statement called as str4, and it is saying that there is two types of quotation marks, single quotes and double quotes. Now, what will be the situation? You cannot use single quotes, or you cannot use double quotes in this particular case. You cannot use any one of these. So Python suggests that use triple single quotes or use triple double quotes. So triple single quotes, print str4, and the second way is triple double quotes. Triple double quotes. So this is done with the help of this. This is the best way of doing this particular stuff. Got it? Is it clear? And I hope it will help you to uh, frame any kind of statement with the help of these triple quotes. Okay, it will help you to frame any kind of statement with the help of triple quotes, and any English type of statement you can write with the help of that, and there will be no restriction over it. Triple quotes are also used for comments. Triple quotes are also used for comments that we will see in the letter section. Don't worry about it. We will talk about it well in detail. Now we are going to jump on the inbuilt functions which are available with Python as a string function. So Python string built-in functions. Python string built-in functions. So Python string data type. So for string data type, whatever functions which are available are there. Not all, but all the major one, all the maximum one which we are going to understand in this. So we are going to talk about it. Okay, we will see those particular functions. So capitalize, case fold, center, count, encode, and with expanded tab, and so on. So there is a long list of functions which we are going to understand. We are going to learn step by step in this, and we will see this thing. So very first thing is I'm going to take one string, and then we will start converting. We will start with inbuilt functions in that. Inbuilt functions are those functions which are provided by application itself. So Python as a language provided few functions, just like print function or type function. They have provided some functions which helps you for your day-to-day activity. Okay. In future, we will also learn some functions which we will create on our own for business logic for our day-to-day activity, and then we will utilize that particular stuff. So I will say str1, I will say str1, So this is my string, Python programming. Then I say str1 dot. Then I will say str1 dot and I say capitalize. This particular list automatically popped up and we are just selecting one of them. And then I am putting bracket right here and I run this one. So what is happening right here is it has capitalized very first alphabet. It has capitalized very first alphabet. So right here you can see that Python. Okay, let me print it first so it will be easy to understand. So print str1. So it will look like this, and then when you will run str1 like this, then it is giving me following output. It is giving me following output. Now, second time. Okay, second time what I am doing right here is I am taking the same string. I am taking the same string, and now I am using the second function. So str1 dot, it is saying case fold. Okay, it is saying case fold. So what is the meaning of case fold? What is the meaning of case fold? So let us see that particular thing. So convert string into the lowercase. Okay, it converts the string into lowercase. So for precautionary measure, I will convert my string to uppercase. Python programming. Okay, I will convert it into uppercase and then I will run it. So casefold will convert it into lowercase. Casefold will convert it into lowercase. Next one is str1, str1 and Python programming. Print str1. Now my next variable, my next function is center. My next function is center. So what will happen now that it will move Python programming into center. It will move Python programming into center. So what will be the this one? So str1 dot center. str1 dot center. So what will happen? It will ask you two things. Okay, it will ask you two things. One is length and one is what exactly you want to do. So right now I will mention 100. I will mention 100 and then I will run this one. Okay. So what is happening right here is the length of Python programming is 18 characters. So it moved this Python programming in center and remaining is captured like this. Remaining is captured like this. So you have remaining space, half space at the beginning and remaining half space at the end, and your this one is moved in the center. Suppose I make it like center one, sorry, str1 dot center, and I make it 30. Okay, or I will make it 20. So was first time when it is 20, so 18 character, so one character in the beginning and one character at the end. So that is your 18 characters are represented. Now, if in the same way I say 30, if I say 30, so 5 plus 1, 6 character in the beginning, 6 character in the beginning and 6 character in the end. That is total 30 characters. And in the same way, if I make it 50, then you have 26 characters and 26 characters. So this is how exactly it is. So this is your center. So if you want to represent in any report kind of output or something like that, in that case, it can be used in a better way. That is center. Return the centered string. Then you have something called as count. So str1 equals to Python programming. Okay, Python programming str1, sorry, print str1, and then you have str1 dot count. Now count will count, what count will do. Let us see the definition. Let us see the definition, what definition is saying. Definition is saying returns the number of times specific value occurs in the string. So what will happen? What will happen? I will say count p. Okay, I will say count p. So p is appearing 2 times. P is appearing 2 times. Now I will say y. I will say y. So I will say like str1 dot count and cy. So y is appearing only once. Y is appearing once. Now which character is appearing multiple times? M is appearing multiple times, N is appearing multiple times, G is appearing multiple times, R is appearing multiple times. So all these things will return 2. What are the things will return 2? P, O, R, G, M. These all will return 2. These all will return 2. Is there any other way to do this particular thing? Is there any other way to do the same thing again? So you can do one more thing. You can say like, I will select only program. And in that, I want to identify P. I will select only program and I will select P in that. So what will happen now? I will count. How I will count? I will count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will say 7. So 7, 18, P. 7, 18, P. So how many times? Okay, what it is saying, sliding index in integer have index method. Okay. So it will identify from programming. It will identify from programming till end. It will identify from programming till end. Okay. And in the same way, if you want to identify only from this particular string, how many times G is appearing, you want to identify this particular string. So you can substring or you can slice it according to your requirement. You can do that particular thing with the help of count function. So count function will identify based on that. Okay, let us copy this one. Let us copy this one. Let us take this one and print str1, then str1 dot count, and what we are doing right here is I am counting from beginning 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will start with 10. I will start with 10 and then I will go up to end. So what I can do is I can say length of my string. I can say length of my string. So G is appearing twice, 1 and 2. So 2 times G is appearing. In the same way, if I am identifying M, in the same way, if I am identifying M, so it will identify M twice. It will identify M twice, right? It will identify M twice. So this is how exactly you can do the things. This is how. So you have option of substringing. You can slice this according to you, substring that particular thing, and you can perform this one. You want to see only in Python. Okay, suppose you want to see only in Python. So what you will do, you will simply say you want Python and you want to see how many times T is appearing. Okay, so you will start with 0 and you will give length of Python. So length of Python is 6. Length of Python is 6. So 0 to 6. How many times T is appearing? T is appearing only once. That is how exactly it works. This is how exactly it works. Right? Clear? So this is how you can work with count function. This is how you can work with count function. Let's take one more string, str1 equals to I live in India. I love I love India very much. Okay. So this is my string. This is my string. So what will happen now? I will say str1 dot count, str1 dot count, and in this I will pass India and I will run it. So India is appearing twice. India is appearing twice. str1 dot count, str1 dot count. What you are doing right here now? You are looking into this particular string. You are looking into this particular string. So 1, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so 0 to 16. Okay, 0 to 16. So I am saying India 0 to 16. 0 to 16. It is appearing only once. Then I am saying str1 dot count, str1 dot count, and I say live and 0 comma 16. I am saying live. I live in India. I love my country. Okay, so this is how exactly it is. So you can perform variety of things. Okay, you copy this one, you can copy this one and you can put it here. And now in place of, you can start with 16, you can start with 17 and length of your str1. So it will appear only once because it is identifying from here to till end. It is identifying here till end. So I copy this one, and then in place of very much. So I say much, M-U-C-H. So it is appearing only once. It is appearing only once. Got it? This is how you can perform different kind of strings in the help with the help of Python inbuilt function. Okay, you can do this activity. From count function, you can identify from whole string, and from the count function, you can substring that particular stuff what you want, and according to that, you can utilize it in different scenarios. I hope it is quite clear. Next one is str1. My name is okay. It should like this. It should look like this. Okay. My name is Jason. Okay, my name is Jason. So now what will happen if I will say str1 dot and ends with. Okay, ends with what? Ends with single quotes, full stop. Ends with single quotes, full stop. So result is true. Okay, result is true because this particular string is ending with full stop. This particular string is ending with full stop. So you can have anything in that, and in place of full stop, you can try with semicolon or something. It will give you the same result. So if I make it incorrect, if I make it incorrect, so the result will be false. Result will be false in that case. So it is quite simple. Then you have str1 equals to Python programming, and you want something different. So I say slash t. Okay, I will say slash t, and then I will say str1 dot extended tab. Okay, I will say extended tab, and then I will give the extended tab size 2. So I will give extended tab size 2. So in place of 1, it will give you 2 space. Okay, if you make it 20, it will give you 20 space. So this can be used according to your like if you want to manipulate your report or something like that. In such scenario, you can use such type of functions, and you can utilize it according to that. Next one is str1. Let us take the same string which we have taken earlier. Whereas, yeah, this is the string. So what we are doing right here is we are saying str1 dot find, and find is saying that India. Find is saying India. So India is appearing on index 11. So let us count it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at index 11, India is appearing. At index 11, India is appearing. Okay. Suppose, again, I am doing the same thing. Suppose now, in place of this, I will say, make it 12. Okay, make it 12, and I will say search till length of string. Length of string. So what will appear now? At index 27, it is appearing India. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and at 27, India's I is appearing. So India is appearing on index position, this one. So it is also showing me from substring as well. So if I'm dividing it into two formats, so it is showing me in that as well. It is showing me in that particular format as well. That is substring. That is substring. So what you are doing right here is you are finding. Now you can find anything. Okay, it is not necessary like that. If I say I want to find I, okay, I want to find I. So str1 dot find, and I say I. Now it will be very funny. So first is I, it is appearing on index 0. I is appearing on index 0. Second time I will put 1 and I will say length of string. I will say length of string. So it is appearing on 11th position. Now I will change it to 12. Now after 12 it is appearing right here. So it is giving me 19. Now I will give 20 right here. After 19, it will appear on 20. So it is appearing on 23. Sorry, 27. Same alphabet I is appearing 4 times, and all the 4 times it is identifying that particular thing. So this is how your find function works. So find function can find anything. It can find string, and it can find this one with the help of, if you want to substring it will help you to do that as well. Okay, it will help you that activity as well. Okay, so that is your find function. That is your find function, how it works.